Good time, folks. My name is Emad. Today, I want to show you how you can take this shot and easily, just using Instagram, change it from this to this. And please like this video if you like it, and subscribe me, and more interesting videos are on the way. So let's do it. So I'm in a friend's backyard. At the first look, probably you're gonna say, or most of us gonna say, there is nothing to take a shot here. But here's the thing, you have to be creative, you have to check around, see what might take your attention, and what you can do to create a storyline for your photo. And that's the point of taking a photo, right? Because for me, I cannot say my storylines or my stories in a word, so I'm gonna create a shot, I'm gonna take a shot, and my shot basically try to pass the story to my audience. So for example, I see some bikes over there, a green field here, and I might be able to take one of those bikes, maybe this first one, and look a bit antique, to take a shot with it. And we're gonna try to edit that shot to make it like more alive, because it's like cloudy right now. But the first thing that you want to do is to find the right angle, to find the right position for your photo. Okay, so I'm gonna take this bike, I'm gonna bring it here, and then we're gonna continue. Because the reason I'm gonna bring it here is because I have more green field around to cover my shot with. I don't want that orange fence beyond my shot. I don't want those small rooms beyond my shot. I just want the bike being a green field. Okay, so as the first action, I bring the bike here. Consider if you're taking a photo with your phone, like myself, you want to consider that the angle for your photo usually is wider compared to angle when you're shooting a video. So, but I try to show you what I'm gonna do. So here uh, is a curb that I can go stand on it to be a bit higher. I'm gonna do that, and okay, I just fall. Okay, so if you check the bike from this angle, or maybe a bit lower, you see we have just the bike and the green field, some leaves on the ground, which creates a good effect for us. But I don't want any of these objects around beyond my photo, because I want the focus of my audience be on this shot, be on this bike, and the green field is just a background to make my picture more like alive, basically. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here, I'm gonna take my shot, and then we're gonna take it from there. Okay, so I took my shot, I put the bike back so my friend not gonna kill me. And now let's go take a look at the shot and see how we can edit it in a way to see how we can make the photo more live, more interesting for our audience. Alright, so this is the shot that I took. I tried to be simplistic but professional. So I'm just gonna edit this one with Instagram. I'm gonna go to my Instagram page. And by the way, this is my Instagram. You're more than welcome to go ahead and take a look at the other shots that I took before. But let's see what we can do with the photo that we just took. Alright, so this is the shot. I have two options here at the corner of your photo. You can go regular square shape, but I don't suggest that. I suggest go with the wide angle, and then if you want to change it, if you want to change the format, change the size, or make any other change, do that later. Okay, so we're gonna go next. Very simple way to make some changes to this photo is just to use the filters that we already have here, and I'm gonna go edit it. So very simple trick in Instagram is, you see at the top here it's locks, so you can add some locks. It's always make your shots more alive. I'm just gonna show you the difference. So right now it's at 50%. This is the regular. If I go low, you can see it's gonna be more pale compared to original shot. If I go very high, it's gonna change my contrast a lot, it's gonna change my brightness a lot. But 50% is usually is a good amount, but again, it depends on your shot. You don't want to overdo it. Okay, and let's see if we need to adjust our angle. By the way, I always suggest play with all of these options a lot, so after sometimes you're gonna have better understanding. For example, if I change my brightness and if I consider changing the contrast, how much brightness I need to change, how much contrast I need to add or I need to reduce. First of all, I think if you see my guidelines here, uh, it needs a bit adjustment because you see it's not in a straight line. My shot is not in a straight line, so I think I need to turn it a bit. Alright, so let's go to brightness. What generally brightness does, as the name is obvious, it's gonna add more light basically to your photo. I'm just gonna show you. So this is the highest brightness. If I go lower, you see it's gonna get darker. So for this shot, it's already too light, right? So I want to reduce my brightness, but not a lot, a bit, maybe by like 25, minus 25%. I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna use the contrast as well. I'm gonna use the highlight and shadow as well to make some changes to this picture and make it more alive. So contrast play a big part when you want your picture to be more alive. Reason is because the contrast shows the color better when you make it higher, but sometimes, for example, uh, you want your picture to be more pale. I'm just going to show you how it works. So if I lower it, you see the difference between my colors not gonna show that much, and if I go to the highest, you see the difference between my uh, light colors and my dark colors will show much more effective. Again, I don't want to overdo it because some part of my picture is completely dark right now, so I'm gonna reduce it. Yeah, I can see the details of my tires a bit, so maybe like 15%. I can maybe go a bit higher. 20% would be good for this picture. What depends on, like, if I'm just gonna give you a suggestion. If you take a picture in summer, I suggest go all the way warm or maybe 50% warm. If you take a picture in winter or your picture have lots of like blue colors, I suggest go for lower. So when you go lower, it's like more bluer, and when you go higher, it's more like yellowish. It's obviously I have like lots of leaves on the ground here. I want to show kinda it sounds like fall, so I'm gonna go with like 30%. I'm not gonna go all the way because it's not summer. I'm not gonna go low because my picture doesn't have any snow or any blue sky. I'll just do that to take my audience attention to the leaves around the bike. Okay, saturation is basically change the effectiveness of your color. To demonstrate it, I'm just going to show you. If you go all the way, you're gonna see all of your colors are look more alive. And if you go to 0, or like minus 100 basically, your picture gonna be black and white, because you basically reduce all the effect of your colors in the picture. So this is the natural, or at 0. I usually uh, use the saturation a bit because it makes my picture a bit more alive. I don't want all the way here, because again it creates a feel of summer, which is not, as you saw in the video, it's like kind of winter here. So maybe I do like 40%, just to show that I have a green field here, that I have some leaves here. And because the bike is black, I want to make that contrast with saturation to like kind of show off the bike in my background. Okay. We have highlights and we have shadow here. These two play kind of important role in your shot. To best demonstrate it is if I show you how it works. Okay, so highlights, when you increase it, wherever in your photo that is bright, it's gonna make it brighter. And if you go lower, wherever in your photo that you had like brightness compared to the rest of the photo, let's consider it like this. Highlight gonna see where is the 50% of your contrast is. If you increase it, that higher, that 50% on the top, it's gonna get lighter, or it's gonna get darker, right? For this shot, if you see right behind the bike, I have some light grasses, which I don't like that contrast compared to the rest of my background. So I'm gonna go a bit lower to make those like white areas similar to the rest of my background. Okay. Shadow do the vice versa thing. So the lower 50% contrast in your photo, those dark or shadows in your photo, those darknesses, if you go higher, it's gonna add brightness to those darker area. And if you go lower, it's gonna make the darker area even darker for you. So on this shot, let's check it. If I go higher, it's gonna be like this, and if I go lower, okay. So I'm not gonna touch shadow for now. I'm gonna leave it alone. Tilt shift basically creates a blur where you want. For example, if I go linear, I can change where I want to be blurred. So those white areas will be blurred. I'm just gonna show you as an example. I'm just gonna go very thin with it, and you see that line is not blurred, and the rest, the white areas, are blurred. Or if I go wider, you're gonna see the same action. So radial show you the same thing, where the white areas are will be blurred. Let me see if I can use this here. See, I can somehow use it at the bottom of my shot. I don't want that much attention. I want more attention to the bike, and the green field, I just want it to be somehow in my background. And if you see, the front bike is a bit blurred. I don't want that, so I might go lower. And unfortunately, this is as wide as I can go with the linear, right? So I have to adjust it. By the way, you can turn it also, but you want to adjust it in a way that what you want to put focus not be on the blurred area. Okay, I feel this is not bad, maybe a bit lower. Okay, I feel this is good. Okay, so we're done. Next, and then you might wanna add some caption here. So what I'm gonna do at this point, I'm gonna put the normal shot that we took as well beside this edited one. By the way, this is the regular shot that we got, and this is after edit. Okay, I'm gonna put both on this Instagram for you. You can go ahead and check that. And I hope you enjoy our shot today. Again, thanks for watching the video. Please like it, subscribe it, share it with your friends. More interesting videos around the way. Be alert. Till next video.